The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Woo! It's Friday, y'all.
Heck yeah.
What do you do on Fridays now, Riggins, that you don't swim?
I can't swim anymore.
Swimming weather is over.
Yeah. So now I'll go take my dog to the park or something.
Really?
Get outside for a little bit.
Amusement park?
Yeah. He likes it.
Take my dog to the roller coaster.
You wouldn't think it, but he really enjoys the ride. Yeah, that's kind of my afternoon.
He really loves the Scooby-Doo roller coaster.
Yeah.
But usually you just walk him for, a good clip, right?
Yeah.
But on Fridays, it's a treat. You take him to the park.
Yeah. We'll go to the park and I'll get to see some people. And
Yeah, I was going to say, how many people are at the park?
a surprising amount of people. You go,
A
where?
lot of stay-at-home moms.
Yeah, but guys too. There's a guy that walks every day on my way home. He's blind. And the only way I know he's blind because he's got the walking stick. And he goes down the busiest roads in Charlotte, Lake Norman area. And I don't know how he does it, but cars are zooming by him. He's 2 feet off the sidewalk. It's crazy.
Are you sure it's not a shepherd's stick?
He's holding it out front. Like
Swinging it around.
Does it have a big hook on it?
Yeah. Sir, are you lost?
Is he going to go work at the Showtime at the Apollo or whatever?
Yeah, it's crazy. But there's a lot of people out in the middle of the day. I was thinking, I'm like, go to work. What are you doing? Then I realize I'm not at work.
But a lot of people work from home now as well, or maybe even if it's more on Fridays, and maybe they take Friday off or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, Friday's usually a pretty good day traffic-wise, so I think that's pretty accurate.
so Riggins, do you assume if it's a woman you see in the day that she's a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That won't.
You know why? Because that's the way it's supposed to be. No, I'm kidding. Well, I shouldn't. I don't have to apologize. No women listen. We don't have any women listen.
Yeah, their men don't let them do it. Am I right?
But that is like that golden hour, like Friday afternoon. There is just no better time in the week than Friday afternoon into evening to me.
Right, because then you don't have anything if you don't have to work Saturday morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sunday is not going to be as good. So Saturday evening and night, you got stuff you're going to have to do Sunday.
Yeah.
With like I have to do we record the podcast TJ and Jody's house on Sundays.
Oh, that's a Sunday thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
We've tried doing it in the week, but our weeks are so busy.
Yeah.
It's hard to find time to set up all that stuff and then record and then tear it all down and
Sunday morning?
No, it's usually in the early afternoon.
Early afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I try to go to bed on Sundays in the late afternoon.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, go to bed for the night.
Yeah. Is LSU playing this weekend?
Yeah, they play Alabama.
Alabama game.
Mm-hmm.
At Alabama?
No, at LSU.
At LSU.
Night game.
Yeah, I heard
They're going to have Mike the Tiger on the sidelines this year.
Yeah.
In his cage.
He's back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a real tiger?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. They've always had a real tiger. They're all named Mike. It's Mike whatever number.
Yeah. Did they get rid of him for a while? I feel like I just saw something about the governor of Louisiana saying like he would like to see the tiger back or something.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that.
Maybe. I don't know. But I think that he has a, what do you call it?
Enclosure or something?
Yeah. Well, it's like, what do they call it at the zoo? Like a habitat thing. I mean, treated like a king, treated like a lion more than a tiger.
Oh my.
But yeah, I don't know how long it's been and all that stuff since he's been on the sidelines. And I don't think they'll rattle his cage anymore to get him to roar on demand. I don't think they do that. They used to do that. They'd hit the side of that thing and roar.
Yeah.
That's badass, man. That was badass.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Ain't nobody else got one. Tell you that.
They still fly the eagle in Auburn?
Yep.
I love when those go wrong. When that bird swoops out in the crowd and lands on somebody, that person looks absolutely horrified. I don't know that it's happening at an Auburn game, but I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Where
I'm sure it has, yeah.
They send the bird off and it lands on somebody. That's got to be terrifying.
Yeah, because I mean those are huge not mean looking, but birds.
Yeah, I think it's scary.
The talons.
Those big talons that lands on your shoulder. I would rather have a snake be put on my shoulders,
Really?
than that big bird with that sharp beak and those sharp claws on my shoulder.
Can you imagine my little friend Jenny, who has that bird phobia thing?
Oh God! I mean,
If she's standing somewhere not paying attention and a giant eagle lands on her shoulder,
yeah, she died.
it'd be bigger than her, bigger than she is.
Yeah. It's probably got like a 5-foot wingspan. I mean, it's just a monster animal. Oh God, yeah, you'd die. You'd die if you had a bird phobia and that happened.
Yeah, you would probably have a heart attack.
I think so. It's gonna work. You gotta morbid curiosity wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, she almost has a breakdown if she sees a finch.
Yeah, that's crazy. And did you tell us where that came from? Like what started the bird thing?
I asked her we were friends for a long time, and I kept asking her, so nothing happened to you when you were a kid that made you afraid of birds? No, I've just always been afraid of them. And then one day, about a year ago, we were talking, and like one of my kids had asked her something, and she said something about it. Yeah, when I was at Disney World and that big bird attacked me when I was little, I said, is that why you have a bird phobia? She goes, well, could be. Yeah, I guess.
Could be.
I said, I've asked you 30 times, did anything happen to you that was traumatic that would cause you to be afraid of birds? And you said no. She goes, well, I just remembered that.
Oh. Yeah, it might be that.
Well, clearly that didn't do it. That's all there's.
The time that bird attacked you when you were a kid, could it be?
But how majestic did this bird look doing it? I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there are some birds that could pick her up and take her off with her.
Yeah.
Those bald eagles are huge. They can. They could do it for sure.
We ought to test it.
To pick up Jenny?
Yeah. Because that Auburn one would bring her back.
Well, yeah, right. All you got to have is like those scrap of meat on your glove. We got Alexis maybe coming in next week. We could have a bird in here, see if we can get her off the ground. Mm-hmm. She'd be more inclined to do it than Jenny would.
Oh, man, how cool would it be to see Alexis riding an ostrich?
We could do that too.
Yeah.
Do they do that?
She's shorter than Jenny, a good bit shorter.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4'10".
Do they have those at that Lazy Five that's around here?
Yeah,
Ostriches?
I bet they probably
they do.
act all liberal about letting a person ride an ostrich.
I don't know.
Well, they can go to hell for all I care.
I feel if you slip $100 to the person giving you the food buckets, they might turn the other way.
Yeah, the teenage boy.
I think so.
It's his part-time job after school.
Yeah, excuse me, pimply faced teenager. Got a saddle in the back. Yeah, am I imagining that? Have I seen somebody ride an ostrich?
Well, probably in some old films or something. I don't know.
I've seen that.
You would have to be small though, I think, because I mean they're big and they're strong, but I don't think they could hold like a normal sized man.
You have to be a jockey, probably, like for horses.
Yeah, maybe.
But she'd be the perfect. Yeah, I mean, Alexis on an ostrich or an emu or something, that'd be dynamite content.
I'd also.
Yeah, emu wouldn't hold her.
Yeah.
They're smaller and all than ostriches.
Oh, there.
Mm-hmm. More tender.
And I just picture her like going off into the sunset, yelling things in Spanish, even though she doesn't really speak Spanish. But like,
Yelling things
Adios!
in broken Spanish. All right, hang on. We got more coming up.
More extra funny next.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here. 704-800-4719. So what's up with the feds?
The feds have lowered the rate at more than we thought they would. So that means it's a time to refinance your home. Get out of your high mortgage rate that you received over the past few years when you bought a house. We'll do a rate and term. It's very simple, very inexpensive, and you won't even have to have a house payment until 2025.
It's crazy. So call them today, 704-800-4719 or homewithrichard.com for the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A new call and text the show option where you can send us a text or leave us a voicemail, which we may even use on the show. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Lily and Grace, Design, Home, Living. It's Lily and Grace. Go to tjriggins.com/LG to find out more. That's tjriggins.com/LG.
Welcome to Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
You know what I think is funny, Riggins? Is a funny term. Foot mask.
Foot mask?
Yeah, it's one of those things that women put these things on their feet, and then it causes all the dead skin to peel off, within a few days, and it just comes. But they're called foot masks. You say, well, and you could do it either way, to make it funny. You could say, well, I'm going home today and do a foot mask and take a nap. You could say it that way, or you could say, well, here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go home, give myself a foot mask, and then take a big snooze.
Yeah, it
Foot
works
mask.
both. It's funny either way.
Yeah.
I forgot about those. There was a time those videos were going viral.
Yeah.
Of people getting all that skin off their foot.
They used to call them, it was called baby feet. I think that was the brand. And then other companies started making them. And all. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work. I mean, because it doesn't start peeling right away.
Yeah.
It has to eat away at the skin after a while.
Yeah, it takes a while, right?
Like about a week or so, I think.
Ugh, your foot's just shedding. Did
Yeah.
you hear what Lindsay was doing the other day? I don't even know if I should say this about her medical treatments and stuff like that. This is probably illegal, but she wouldn't mind. She wouldn't mind me saying she went to a laser spa or something to get whatever, but they did this treatment on her hands to make her hands look younger.
No
They
way.
shot her with lasers or something.
Yeah, because I mean that's the one thing you normally up until recently you couldn't do anything to make your hands look young, and that's how you could tell how old somebody was.
Yeah, and apparently she didn't go in for that, but the woman that works there was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And she was, Lindsay, she was like,
try it,
"Absolutely,
yeah.
I'll try it." And she said, "You couldn't tell. You got to go in for, I think,
Forever.
I believe she said forever. About $800 a pop. No, I don't know. But she said you couldn't tell right out of the way, but you can feel how much softer they are.
She said it's burned too.
Yeah. She did say it burned.
So we're talking about somebody who started having Botox done at the age of 24.
Yeah.
Because these people who do the Botox talk young women into doing it for preventive reasons. You want to go ahead and get a jump on it. Get Botox to clear wrinkles before you start having wrinkles.
It trains.
Yeah,
them. I think that's
it's just so ridiculous.
And where did she get it injected? It was in her lips?
In her eyes,
It was in her
her
eyes.
forehead, and wherever people start to wrinkle at 24.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much money she wasted on that? Because what happens is you have wrinkles. They put the Botox in there. It stretches the skin, kills whatever, numbs whatever, and the wrinkles go away for a limited time.
Yeah.
Then you have to get it redone. So it's like every 3 to 6 months or something, you're back in getting the same injections in the same spots. So how does that even work on a person that has no wrinkles yet to prevent something from wrinkling later on in life?
I don't know.
Because when you do Botox, the wrinkles only go away temporarily and you have to go back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Man.
It's like exercise, though. You just got to keep doing it.
But exercise, you can see the benefits of it right away. If you don't have wrinkles and they give you something that clears up wrinkles, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, she doesn't have any wrinkles. I mean, she doesn't have wrinkles.
Right. But, I mean, she's 40, but she could be that same way if she'd never started Botox until she got the first wrinkles.
Yeah.
She probably did, 20-something years of Botox for no reason.
You think?
Yeah. Because, I mean, you don't really start, well, maybe, no, not 20-something. At least 10 probably. Maybe the first wrinkles on a woman start showing up at about 35 or I don't even think that. I don't even think it's 35. You still look smooth-faced at 35.
Does Jody do the Botox? No.
She has. I don't think she's been in a while.
Do you put it in your lips or is that a different
No,
thing?
that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Botox just deadens the area so you can't move it, and it's just frozen, and that's what makes the wrinkles go away. It stretches it kind of, and that's why people who have a lot of Botox can't move their. They'll say,
Yeah.
I can't move my forehead.
It's good.
Yeah.
Do they do Botox on under? Is it just above the shoulders? They don't do it on like your privates or anything.
No. But I think most of the rules are with the Botox. It's nothing below the eyes.
Is that right?
Yeah, for wrinkles. Now they do Botox injections for migraines and things like that.
Even I've heard
and armpits and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. What did they do? What was it was a laser that you did that time that makes you not sweat under your arms anymore, right?
Yeah, it was some kind of laser, microwave laser or whatever. It hurt like hell.
Yeah.
It hurt like hell.
Mm-hmm. And they told you in the commercials too, don't talk about pain.
Yeah.
Don't say it doesn't hurt. Don't say it does hurt. Don't say it only hurts a little bit.
And I'm not doubting that I'm a total P word when it comes to pain.
Yeah.
But when they said, I was like, it really burns. Because they shot me up with so much lidocaine or whatever the numbing stuff is. They said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? I was like a 9 or a 10. And they were like,
After you'd had the shot?
Yeah. This is in the process. And they were like, you're comfortable, right? I was like, not at all. And so much so, I made such a stink about it. They actually called the rep from the company, and they were like, something's not right. I was like, I swear I'm not making it up. This hurts like hell.
We've done this on babies that didn't cry.
Yeah. And it was like, it was so bad. What happened during the middle of the procedure, the fire alarm went off. So we had to exit the building like while I was in a medical gown.
Nice.
And they like put ice packs under my arms. And I mean, it was like a fiasco. I didn't even want that.
Did
they
you
were
cry?
Like, no, I didn't cry.
You didn't cry when the pain was so bad?
No, but you should have seen my armpits for the next week. I mean, it looked like a prize fighter after the fight. I mean, they were bruised up, swollen.
Got
so bad.
Cauliflower ear.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad.
Now, the reason he did it is because he was doing endorsement commercials for the clinic or whatever you call it. And in order to do that, we have to use the product and test it and see, for ourselves before we tell everybody else to go do it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. After all these years, he still doesn't sweat under his arms.
It worked like a charm,
you
but
don't
it
even
hurt.
have to wear antiperspirant.
Yeah, I still do put on a little bit of deodorant because
Yeah.
it doesn't kill all the sweat glands. It's like 92% or something. But yeah, it hurt like a bitch. I will never do that
And
again.
now it's gonna, feel a little bit like a rubber band pop,
You please, it's the world's biggest rubber band.
and a million of them at one time.
Yeah, exactly. They had to drag my fat ass back in for the second treatment. I was like, "Oh, there's 2?" They were like, "Well, you can go up to 4." I was like, "I think I'm fine. I'll stick with the right guard if I have any problems."
Can they do it on the forehead? 'Cause that's where I sweat the most.
On your forehead, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I asked them if they could do it on your hands, but they have a different procedure for that.
Yeah, that's a shock therapy kind
It's
of
some
thing.
kind of shock thing.
Yeah,
But I didn't understand why they couldn't. But yeah, man, that was bad.
I thought that was what you were going to say. Lindsay had done to get rid of sweaty hands. She did that shock thing treatment,
Yeah, I don't know.
but it was way worse.
It was crazy.
Oh, sure, I'll do it. That's her.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Blast away. Bzz.
Hey, do you know how much money though? Just the money aspect of it, I would save if I didn't have to have deodorant.
Oh my gosh.
It's so expensive now.
It's like $7 a tube. Crazy.
yeah. But I can't mess around with deodorant. I got to have antiperspirant.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't use any perspirant.
Yeah, we know. Well, we didn't know if you couldn't or you just refused. You were protesting. Me and damn Matthew McConaughey up in here.
Yeah. Funky. What's the reason you can't?
It's like because it's always
It's a texture thing.
the gel thing, and I feel it on my armpits for too long.
But they make it where it's not in gel.
Yeah, I don't like that gel either.
I
'cause
wouldn't
it is
use that
squishy
sticky.
And, ugh.
I do also want to sweat because it cools me down. That's the job of the sweat.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay.
But you like it. I've never heard of
Well, yeah,
anybody that
because
likes to
then I
sweat
don't
on their
overheat.
arms. Like a Corolla.
Yeah.
All my
Listen,
radiators
man.
busted.
Yeah.
Damn antifreeze under your arm.
Never heard that.
Yeah, I would because I like the way the soap that I use smells. I like the way, my laundry detergent smells. I would rather that be the way I smelled all the time rather than smelling like Old Spice, stick antiperspirant.
Yeah,
Swagger.
for sure.
Oh my God, that is so swagger is so 10 years ago.
It's a good smell still.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So out of touch. I'm sorry.
You still taking a bath in the river?
And I'll pop the top. I'll pop the tops on all of them to find the best one.
Oh, in the store?
Sure.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I don't understand why people don't.
Did you guessing it?
And then that whole thing on social media that went viral the other day about how to take that thing out, the little plastic thing, and people were doing it with their teeth. You just roll it up.
You just roll it up or pull it. I mean, it's not rocket science, but you would have thought this was like a groundbreaking discovery.
Yeah,
I'll
which
be honest.
tells you that most people, or a great majority of the people on social media trying to tell you how to do something don't know what the hell they're talking about.
No. There's a lot of dumb people out there.
Yeah, I didn't know that you to just twist it up. I've always pulled it off because I never thought to twist it up.
Okay,
So I'm stupid.
Forget what I just said then. I didn't mean that.
Whoa.
It's extra funny with TJ and Riggins. Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
Hey, it's Riggins, and if you love dogs like me, it's heartbreaking when you see posts online that show a cute dog at the shelter with a last day deadline. Wouldn't it be awesome if there were no more last day calls for these dogs? There's a great new organization called No More Last Days. They just launched a website with one goal: to help dogs while featuring like-minded organizations who do good work. Visit tjriggins.com/lastdays or visit them in person at the booth at the Carolina Renaissance Festival every weekend through November and see how they're making a difference and how you can help. tjriggins.com/lastdays.
Hey, it's TJ, and I am not going to be playing golf November 11th at Northstone Country Club in Huntersville for our golf tournament, but I am going to be there to thank you for your support of Peyton's Promise, our charity, and what we're doing to help with Hurricane Helene relief. Get signed up today at tjriggins.com/golf. That's tjriggins.com/golf.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Sponsors like CompuCom, because every company is a technology company now. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace isn't easy. Let CompuCom help. CompuCom.com for more information. That's CompuCom.com for CompuCom.